How shall I tell you the story? Shall I begin with once upon a time? For it did begin here. Once upon a time, it began here at the top of the world, with a little man who had nothing but a memory of what had been before. Today's horror comic dub in narration is The Believer. I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to come. Anyways, back to the tale, and a belief that he must never let that memory die. Yes, perhaps this is how I shall tell the tale. Once upon a time, there was a lonely little man who kept Christmas alive.
Yeah, blast ye! Up now, up hey! We've many a mile afore the dawn comes, my lads. Hey-ya!
There had come a wonderful Christmas snow in Attleboro, Massachusetts, December 24th, 1903. Christmas in New England has always been heralded as the typical American time for cheer, for joy. And the children of Attleboro's rundown workhouse orphanage were trying to find a little cheer, a glimmer of joy, and failing.
What's going on here?
Mr. Irving!
What is this? Explain, quickly.
Sir, please, Headmaster, sir. It's Christmas, if you please, and...
Yo, I'll be at your Loomis working by 5 a.m. as usual. Damn you and your frivolities.
Strange how a single person with but the snap of a twig could break so many little hearts.
It's so cold. I wish Santa Claus would bring us a few more rags for us to wrap up in. Aw, Elizabeth, don't talk about Santa. There ain't no Santa, I don't think. Of course there is. As much as I'm sure my name is John Celery, there is a Santa Claus, and he just might visit us after all.
One of the children cried, saying that they were so hungry, begging Santa Claus for some bread.
Just everybody go to sleep. If we've all been good children, Santa won't forget us. Again.
And so, all of them bid each other good night.
Good night, children. Sweet dreams. And don't worry, there is a Santa Claus and he loves us. Now, if I can just not cry, please God, don't let me cry. I can't let them hear me cry.
But little did everyone know, on that Christmas Eve night, deep in the sky, a silhouette formed against the glimmering moonlight. It seemed to be a sleigh, carried by a bunch of reindeer.
Whoa, damn it. Careful, lads, with the noise. This is quiet work.
What? Something on the roof. Noise coming from the parlor downstairs. What kind of person would break into an orphanage on Christmas Eve? What in the world? The chimney. Someone is coming down the chimney. Can it be? Santa Claus.
God, what a sorry place. I should have got here long before now.
A man in a red outfit stumbled around, carrying a sack along his back.
Here now. What's all this then? And who are you?
Who's that, eh? By God, Little John Celery. Why, you aren't little anymore. Oh, John, I'm so sorry. You grew up before I could get here. Let me look at you, boy. I've been so busy these past years. I've been trying to visit you ever since you were a baby.
Who are you?
Me? Oh, that's right. You don't know. How could you then? Really, right? I'm Well, my name is Shinny Uppetree. But as to who I am, well, John, I'm Christmas. But come along and help me as long as you're here. I've brought a little Christmas for you and the children. See?
Oh,
Yes, you see, it's just me now alone. The old fellow himself passed away, and then all the other elves scattered or died. But I stayed. Someone had to, right? And it's been up to old Shinny to make Christmas keep coming around year after year. It's very hard, all alone. And there's a lot of children I have to miss each year. But I get to everyone sooner or later, somehow.
and you even knew about me and my name?
Yes, I knew about you. I know about all the believers.
Believers?
Any person anywhere who believes in Christmas or Santa Claus, I know about. You see, John, I'm a believer myself, and I believed I couldn't let this lovely scene die out. I believed I could keep it alive. I still believe I have the magic to do it.
You can do it. You can. Look at what you can do.
Yes, I can. It's hard. But so long as I believe it can be done, so long as there are people who believe Christmas will always come, so long as there is the magic of the Christmas spirit, I'll make it happen.
Gosh.
I suppose, John, that Christmas means different things to different people. To some, it means Santa Claus. To some, the birth of Christ. To others, just another day. And you, John.
I guess I believe in you.
Thank you, John. I've never had a Christmas present any nicer than that. And now, my present to the good headmaster Irving.
What?
There's something for everyone in Santa's magic bag. Merry Christmas, Headmaster, from the children and me. To some, Christmas brings the promise of hope in life. To some, it brings death. To you, my boy, it brings freedom. At least from this wretch. From now on, you and the older children will take care of the younger ones. This shall be your home now, instead of your prison. I know you can handle it, John, if you believe. I know you do.
I believe.
Well, I must be off many more miles to cover, smiles to bring.
But I'm afraid your bag is empty now. You've given everything to us.
Don't you know that Santa's bag is never empty? It'll be quite full by the time I reach my next stop.
It's magic, isn't it?
Everything about Christmas is magic. And this little piece of magic is just for you. Top the Christmas tree with it, and there'll always be Christmas in your house.
Oh, Shinny, the Christmas star.
Thief! Assassin!
Shinny, the headmaster. He isn't dead. Look out! You ought to be dead. You killed Christmas. Ugh!
The little lonely elf was gone. I hadn't even time to say goodbye or tell him how much he meant to me. I felt so helpless. Christmas simply died in my arms that long ago, chill December night. Then, I knew. It was almost like I felt his magic enter my heart. I knew what I had to do. Maybe his magic was in those curly toed elfin shoes, or in his hat. Or maybe the magic was up at the North Pole. Or maybe it was just in Christmas itself. I only really understood one thing, and it was the same thing that Shinny himself had believed all those lonely years. Christmas must not die. It was the busiest night of my life, that first Christmas Eve, but I got it done. I kept going, flying that ancient sleigh in between the ticks of the clock until Santa's sack was at last empty. Then, I took Shinny up a tree home, and I marked his grave with a Christmas star. I'll never forget him, or what he said, so long as I believe it can be done, so long as there are people who believe Christmas will always come, so long as there is magic of the Christmas spirit. I'll make it happen, and so will I. Believe me. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to my Patreons and YouTube members. Sarah de Jesus, Moto Surf, Cleo, Minue, Kago, Andre Wolf, Voodoom, and Alex S. Thank you so much everyone, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a good night everyone. Goodbye.